Hi everybody, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're fine. I am fine, thank you. Why are you guys dark? Let's turn you up. I hope you guys are fine. I'm fine, thank you. Ooh, Tony, pass me that headphone thing. I put this headphone away. So I decided I was supposed to be coming here this morning, but I didn't manage to come this morning because I was busy. And I said I need to definitely come down here at a certain time today. And I decided, let me come now. I'm doing some of my prep for the event for tomorrow. I normally try and season the chicken at least 24 hours before. If I'm super busy, I'll season it 72 hours before. So basically I season it and then I put it in the fridge, and then when I do start my cooking, it's ready to go. And that's why our food tastes amazing. It's because the marinationing or the prep is done way much in advance. Yeah, so I am going to prep some drumsticks, for chicken stew, and then I'll do some wings. But we'll just have like a general chat because this morning I was supposed to talk about faith. Faith is what I was going to talk about. Faith, and also circle. About circle of friends. That's also the other topic I wanted to talk about, but I'm thinking I'll talk about more of circle of friends. So I'll be talking about the circle of friends at the same time, just prepping, because I can talk and at the same time show you guys how I do my prep. So first things first, what I tend to do, I put all the seasonings that I use, I put them all together and I mix them up. Let me show you the dry seasoning first. So the dry seasoning, this is my dry seasoning, as you can see there. Yeah, unfortunately I can't tell you all the dry seasoning that I use because it's going to go against the code of Scotch of my secret recipe. So anyway, the seasoning I use are the all-purpose seasoning, spicy earth, spicy sweet, so spicy earth, spicy sweet, all-purpose, and spicy earth. Those are available on our website, which is africanscotchkitchen.com. I hope the lighting behind me, that's the only lighting I'm putting on today. And then I'm on my window next to my sink. So I do most of this here so that it's much easier and going to be less. That's why I always try and do my seasoning and everything without gloves, because you need a sink, you need warm and hot water. And every time you do it, you just keep on washing your hands. So anyway, the first time what I start doing is, I start with dry seasoning. So I put all the seasoning I need in a pot and then I do the mix, so you can be able to see that. Then after doing the dry seasoning in a mix, I put the seasoning on a pot again, and then I make like a paste. Making a paste, especially if you're doing a lot of food, makes works so easy. It makes it so easy. And let me add a little bit of water because it's too thick. It makes work so easy. Apart from that, it also helps with the dryness, because spices make food really dry. But if you use a little bit of oil and then you use water on the spices, it actually helps a lot. It actually helps a lot. And where can we put you? It helps a lot. Let's do this one where we're going to be able to just rip it and use some more. I tend to use a lot of those kitchen towels anyway. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead. Give me 1 second. This is also another thing you're going to see me doing a lot. I prefer my sink nice and dry. I'll put a pot. I'm not mixing the stuff inside the sink. They're all in a pot. So you'll see I'll use a pot definitely. So it's not going to be like a direct uses of the spices or the thing. So let's start here. So I already have some chicken, as you can see there, and that's what goes inside there. So, and then the next thing you need is your seasoning. So easy. This is going to make your work and your life so easy. As I said, if you're preparing for a party or things like that, this is what you do. Yeah, that's the secret. What I do, making my work easy, not hard. Yeah. So I mix that up. Oh, okay, I'll do that later. Then you can also put in some garlic and ginger. I forgot to do my garlic and ginger. It's on the side. I'll do that later. But then you'll have that mixture like that, and then now this is when you dig in. Yeah, this is when the fun part begins, where you will manually massage. If I put it like that, you'll be able to see. So you manually massage it. Yeah, as you can see, you massage it. Take your time. This, yeah, haitaki hasira. Haitaki hasira, it means he doesn't want you to get pissed off when you're actually doing this mixing up. Yeah, you can use one hand because you need this other hand to add the spices that you require. So let's continue mixing this. Take your time. Again, take your time, because you want each and every piece of chicken to acquire that lovely vavavoom. Oh, by the way, we are having chicken for dinner, and guess what? I'm gonna use the same spice to do our chicken. What time is it? Oh, it's only 4, so it's a bit too early, but I'm still going to do the food. I'm going to do the season. I'm going to season the food. We are having some drum as a quarter chicken. This one, yeah, quarter. I think it's a quarter. It's a leg and a it's a leg and a by the way, when you're mixing this, yeah, it's really therapeutical. I find it therapeutical. I love cooking, so anything that comes with cooking is really therapeutical for me. Like this is like my stress relief, basically, because I love cooking. So anyway, as you already know the spices I want to use, now I told you guys I'm going to have a talk to you guys about your circle of people, not only friends, people you surround yourself with, people you put in your corner. Yeah, people you put in your corner. All those people who are joining, welcome to this lovely Friday, another beautiful day. So today we are talking about a circle, the circle of people, or the people that we surround ourselves with, because you know that saying that goes like you are like those people who you surround with. Yes, somehow it's a saying that goes a long way. So sometimes it's okay for you to only have people, like 5 people or 2 people, who understand you, who will stand by you no matter what happens. You need to you need to have a few people who believe in you, who will not question your judgment, who will just be standing by you no matter what. So that's the circle of friends. So you need, like, for you to be able to, because remember we've been having these conversations about our life, how we make our life better or we become better people, right? So now I want you to get a pen and paper. I know you're watching me cook, but don't worry about that. Get a pen and paper, and then I want you to draw 3 circles. Start with a small one, and then the next one, and then the big one. So you'll have 3 circles on each other. On the first circle, I want you, let's assume you have like 10 friends. Okay, let's give us 20 friends, yeah? Let's do 20, but 20 friends, those are a lot, but it's okay. Let's just assume you have 20 friends, yeah? So now I'm going to teach you how you're going to put everybody in their circle, because all these people have to have their circle. So you are right in the middle and these people are around you, but you have to be the one who's chosen these people to be in your life. These people are not supposed to be choosing you. You're the one who's choosing those people who you want to be in your life. You see that? So that's how it looks. So your first circle, so you have the number of about 20 people that you know, or you've been close to them for a period of time, with the way you want to call it, yeah? So your first circle, first question you will need to ask yourself is, if now you take your phone and make a call, yes, who's going to definitely answer out of those 20 people? I'm not telling you to call them. Don't worry about calling them. You don't need to call them. I want you to ask that question to yourself. Who's going to answer? Yeah? You see the person who you think is going to answer? put them in the inner circle. Yeah, I want you to do that, but you only need 5 of them in that inner circle. Those 5 people as well, this is another question you need to ask yourself. Will they support you in whatever thing you decided you want to do? Can they be there if you today you say, okay, I'm fed up with living in this country, I want to go to the other country? Will they support you in a way, like spiritually, psychologically, financially? Will they be able to support you? That's the number of 5 that you need in this inner circle. Those are the people who you tell secrets and you know they will die with your secrets. Yeah, they are not those people who somebody holds a gun at them and then they're going to be like, oh, by the way, she said this and this. That is not a person who should be in that inner circle. You need those die-hard people, those people who will die for you. Yes, we do have those people. Put those people in that inner circle. Now, circle number 2. So we already have our 5 inner people who we know they will our ride and die. Me personally, my ride and dies are my sisters. Yeah, those ones are in that circle. Those are my top priorities. They are there. They will do anything for me. If I just a call, and they will die with my secret, whatever my secret is. Yeah? Then now you have another circle, the inner circle, the second circle. Now this circle is people, yes, they're not 100% sure where they are, because some of these people, why are we building up circles? We are building circles, so I'm doing drumsticks now. We're building circles because you will realize in life, not everybody is happy with what you're doing. That is one. Another thing, not everybody is in support. Some people are here in our lives to put us down. Some people are in our lives to see us fail. Some people are in our lives. Them, they're joyriders. Them, they're there in the bus. They're the ones who are always waving, you know. They're just waving. They're not there for anything. They're just there. And then we have those ones who will never want us to go above them. Those I call enablers. So these ones, they want you to be in a certain level. That level is below them. The moment you start crouching and getting close to them, you are the worst person in this world. Yeah, they don't want anything to do with that. They are the enablers. So an enabler is that person who will always be there to support you, but they will never encourage you to better yourself. Yeah, so they are enabling your habit, but they will never be there to move you from this place to that. Joyriders, yes, that's the word. They're just there. They're riding this bus. They are ready to ride this bus no matter what. Yeah. So these people, we need them. So these people, I'll explain to you where we'll put our joyriders, because we already have our inner circles, our die, our ride and die, or die hard, the ones who will kill themselves with whatever we have, our secret. Yeah, those ones are our inner circles. Yeah. Then we have the outer circles. The outer circle, don't put the joyriders in the outer circles. No. The middle circle also has very important people. Now, these are the people who you confide in regards to business. These people, they will support you. They will support whatever you're doing, your business and things like that. Yeah. I am sure sometimes you will sneak in some joyrider there. You're going to sneak in your enablers there as well. But we need to be very careful. Remember, I've said you only need 5 friends. You don't need 20. Because 20 is a crowd. That's a lot of people for you to maintain. And you know, when you have a lot of people like that, they are those ones who will always have something to say about you. The gossipers. They will always say, today they are really on your case. They are good people. They support you. But tomorrow, oh, did you hear what she said? So now there is where you see their ego has taken over. Yeah? So anyway, back to our middle circle. So on this middle circle, the only people we are going to put here is those ones who are going to support our businesses. They are supporting our lives. Those ones are the ones you actually call and go and actually have a serious discussion. Focus on the positive people. Too many, somebody has said, focus on positive people. Too many energy on the toxic folks. I can never understand why. That is very, very true. Yeah, you need to focus on only the positive people. Now I'll show you how to get rid of them. Don't worry, we'll get there. So anyway, so now these people on the circle, they're those ones you say, oh, by the way, I have a business idea. What should I do? Those people, they're never envious. Yeah. Those people are ready to share with you their business ideas, take in your business idea. They are those people who would like to rise up with you. Yeah, they are your, I don't call them colleagues. They're not colleagues. I have the word in my mother tongue, Basni. It means basically they oh God, they are like this with you. They're 5 and 6. Yeah, they want to rise up with you. So any idea you have, they pick that idea with you. Yeah, basically they are not, they've leveled up with you. The word is going to come. So anyway, these people, those are the ones you put in the circle. Those ones who you call in if you're very spiritual. They're your spiritual partners. They are the ones who, when you want to go and have a drink, they will come in with you. They are the ones who are going to go with you and do some silly things with you. Those ones are in the middle circle here. But those ones, you don't tell them your inner secrets. The inner secret people are the ones in the middle circle. Yeah, the first circle. Now we are in the second circle. Yeah, they are also people who are never going to be envious. Do you know how to know somebody's not envious with you, on you, or somebody's not envious of you? Is when, let's say, you say, oh, by the way, there are those also you go on holiday with, yeah? You start saying, let's go on this holiday. And they're like, yay! They're coming in, yeah? Those are the people, if you want to know somebody's envious of you, bring in an idea. Tell them, oh, by the way, I was thinking of buying a Range Rover. If somebody is envious of you, they're going to say, it's very expensive. You won't be able to afford it. Are you sure you really need it now? Do you think it's really reasonable? In this economy, don't you think things are very hard? That's somebody who's envious of you. Somebody who's not envious of you, when you tell them, 1 second guys, Kula pause, take a pause. When you tell them, we are cooking at the same time, guys, yeah? Okay. Those are potatoes. Envious people, when you tell them about, I want to buy a Range Rover, they will always have all the negatives, yeah? They will tell you about all the things that can happen that are really negative in regards to you making that decision of moving from here to there. But then at the end, they will tell you, oh, but you can just try. They are not telling you that because they are happy that you are making a good move. They are telling you so that you question yourself in regards to the decision you've made. That is somebody who's envious of you. That is somebody who you need to start avoiding, because that person doesn't have the best interest in whatever you're doing. So you have to be very careful with people like that. We have a lot of them in our circle. You've been growing up with them. They can even be your relative. They can be your mother, your sister, your brother, your dad. Those ones, they can be those kind of people who will never support you no matter what. Yeah? They will always have something. They will always, if you ask them for an opinion about anything, they have enough negativity. To an extent, they'll tell you about, and they're researchists. Wow, they know their research very well. They know how bad things are, because you know they're negative. A negative person will always have a negative opinion. They don't have to go and look for it somewhere. It's automatic. It's in them. And don't be fooled by thinking that people who are negative, those are just things that just happened the other day. No, people who are negative, yeah, their negativity is grown through envious, is grown through jealousy, is grown through not taking it their responsibility that they can be better people. They are so envious in a way that they never want to see anybody growing from here to here. We have seen all those people. We have those people in our lives. But you see, we never pay attention because you never think somebody like your mother can be that negative. You never think like somebody like your father can be that negative. Your sister, you never think about that because they are so close to you. All you've always been thinking that this person has the best interest for me because, where should I put this? Because they always have a suggestion about any idea that I have. Their suggestion is the negative part, and then at the end of it, they'll tell you one positive. So they have 10 negative things to say, then they have one positive. And then after that one positive, they tell you, you can go ahead and try. So basically, they've set you up for failure. Yeah, those are those envious people. We don't want those people in our circle. So you need to open your eyes. You know, you have 1,000 people following you. Not all the 1,000 people have the best interest for you. So you have to open your eyes. No, we are not going to slaughter anybody. I'm just sharpening this because I want to do the wings. Yeah? So you have to be very careful with those envious people and be ready. Be ready to get them out of your life. You have to realize this. Yeah? Oi. Pass me one of the pots, please. An empty one. You have to realize this. Yeah? You can love somebody from afar. You remember during COVID, we used to give everybody a bit of a distance. Yes? You can actually do that. You can do social distancing in love. I don't have to love you if you are here closer to me. I can love you from afar. And that is what we are going to do with these negative people, because these negative people are there. They are maybe close to us. They are our husbands, our wives, our girlfriends. They are people who we've grown up with. And they're just there. But what are we going to do now? We're going to learn to love them from afar. I know you're looking at me and wondering, how can I love my mother from afar? You can love your mother from afar because you can still be able to support your mother. But you are careful in regards to what and when you tell them things. Yeah? You are loving them from afar because she's your mother. You can never exchange or decide that now this one, I'm tired of her being my mother, I want another mother. No, you are given only one mother. Yeah, in this world. Yes, you can acquire some other mothers, but your biological mother is the same. Yeah? So no matter what. So in our inner circle, remember we've already spoken about the smaller circle where we have our ride or dies. Then we have the next ones who are our spiritual friends. They are the ones we go drinking with. They are the ones we have business ideas with. They support us to make sure that they are in that circle and they know where they belong. Yeah? So anyway, that is the inner circle. Remember the inner circle I've told you are 5 and 6. They're those people who want to grow with you. Then now we have the outer circle. So this outer circle is where we have the joyriders. We have those ones who will only call you when it's time for partying. They'll only call you when you have money. Oh, by the way, you see this small inner circle? When things go bad, they are the ones who will stand by you. Even if you are in sorrow, you can't afford anything. That first circle, those people are the ones who are going to stand by you. The middle one, they will try. They are 50-50. They are never 100%. They will be there to call you and they tell you, yeah, we are thinking of you spiritually. We are praying for you. But as well, not 100% all the time. They'll be there for you to support you 100%. Because also them, they believe they have their lives. And it's something you can't do nothing about. Yeah. But just be careful who you put in that circle. So now this bigger circle are those ones where they are now is where you can find those envious ones. Yeah, those are the ones that are there. Now this is the thing. Remember I told you about loving people from afar? You know these people who are always ready to celebrate on your downfall? Yeah, those ones, we want to put them in this outer circle. They're your enemies, right? Those ones, don't throw them away. Do you know that you should be loving your enemies the way you love yourself? And do you know something? Your enemy is the best person. If you have a business like me, your enemy is the best person to employ. Do you know why? Your enemy is there to help, to see how bad you can do. Your enemy, if you already know your enemy, and your enemy knows you already know them, yeah? Do you know what happens normally? They can't plan for your downfall because they already know if they plan for your downfall, and let's say, for example, they are working with me. If they plan for the downfall, who are we going to blame first? Isn't it them? So enemies are also really wise people. They are not that stupid. They become enemies because they know what they are doing. So we are going to keep them close because we know they are the ones who are going to be even working harder than you can imagine. Because they are keeping tabs of each and everything that you're doing. They are making sure that they're up to date with everything. They don't want to miss out because they are your enemies. Better your enemy, better the enemy that you know, rather than the enemy that is smiling, yeah, with you, and you don't know that they are really plotting for you. So make sure those people who you know that they can be plotting for you, those ones, we're going to keep them really closer. How many circles do you have, lady? Sweetheart, I only have 3. I have my inner circle, and then I have the middle circle, and then I have the outer circle. Like the way you are part of yours, because I don't know you very well, you are part of my outer circle. Yeah? So you see, me, I have very few people in my life because I hate headaches. I don't like headaches. Before I came to realize this, because at the end of the day, we learn each and every day. Before I came to realize this, I had a lot of friends. They are more acquaintances than friends. Yeah, I had a lot of them. Yes? And then, when reality started hitting, yes, that is when you realize your main friend is God and you. Even the inner circle cannot be there 24/7 with you. Because you know, when you're in your lowest in life, sometimes when you're by yourself, because you can have people around you, but there are those times when you go to shit, you're in the toilet, you're by yourself, yeah? That's when you realize how painful it is that you cannot support yourself. So you have to be very careful, yeah? In regards to make sure you have a spiritual being as well that you trust and you believe in. So when you're shitting in the toilet and things are really difficult, and that is the only place where you can go and cry, you know that the spiritual being that you believe in is going to be there with you, whether you're feeling low or when you're feeling high. Yes, so you have to be very careful with that. Yeah. So now we are back on the outer friends. I hope I've answered your question. That's the best knowledge I got in regards to your question. Yeah. But anyway, so now the outer circle. These are passerbys, joyriders. These are the ones who will call you on Friday when they know you have money. These are the ones who are going to always turn up when there's a party. These are the ones who are going to be like, yeah, so and so. I know them. But when so and so things started becoming bad with so and so, they don't have an idea. You are left like you didn't happen. They're the ones who are going to be calling you December. The beginning of the December to the end of December. Yeah? We call them sherehe kona. Sherehe is a Kiswahili word, means partying. Yeah? So we call them sherehe kona because these sherehe people, during December, soon we're going to be in December. Oh, they're just partying people. They don't fail to call you. Wait for January, where your responsibility starts coming up. You have to pay school fees. You have to pay your bills. Those people, they're not there. They cannot even call you at that time. They don't even know you. Why? Because you don't have money. For them, you are just an enabler. For them, you are there for a reason. And the reason is when it's time for, because they know when you go out, you'll keep on buying rounds and rounds and rounds. Yeah. So you know how to take care of people. And that is why those people are with you. Yeah. Those are the part of the outer circle. So you remember your inner circle is maybe 3 people. The next circle is about 5 people. And then now the bigger circle, that's everybody else that is going to go there. What I'm trying to tell you in simple is this. You need to be aware of your surrounding. You need to be aware of the people who you get counsel in regards to your life. Even some of us, we decide that we're going to have spiritual people, like let's say these men of God that we always believe in, and you go there and you babble your secrets to them. That person is a human being first. When things become bad, mostly those people are the first ones who are always going to be able to talk bad about you. Those are going to be the first people. And remember, these people, you always believed in them so much. But they will be the first people to disappoint you. So, be very careful. And how are you going to be very careful? You need to start with yourself. That's where the self-love thing comes. You need to love yourself to the maximum. And you need to put your defense high. I'm not saying for you to block yourself. I'm just telling you, you need to know yourself so that you can maximize your self-love. How do you maximum your self-love? First of all, before you start building this friendship and building these circles, you need to build your own inner circle. Your own inner circle is you know yourself. You need to be emotionally intelligent. You need to be aware of your emotions. You need to be aware of when to react to things and how to react to things. You need to be humbled, mnyenyekevu. Yeah, humble yourself, because sometimes some people will do things to you just to get your reaction. But if you've mastered self-love and you've practiced a way of knowing when to talk, how to talk to people, you won't struggle being able to create these circles of friends. So, my sweetheart, we only live in this life once. And this life, when we are living this once, we need to make sure we live it not only to the maximum, but at a way that we are not feeling hurt left, right, and center. If you don't find self-love within yourself, people are going to be able to control you. People are going to be able to disrespect you. They are going to be able to decide for you how you live your life. That's why you see these days on these online places, you see people are so entitled to other people's life to an extent. They think it's okay to speak down to a random human being that they've never met, and they believe that it is their right. And they even say, but you put your life there. That shows that person who's telling another person that you've put your life there. And so now they feel they're so entitled to your life to an extent that they feel they have a right to comment the way they are. That is somebody who's struggling with their self-love. If you already mastered your self-love and you're emotionally intelligent, you will realize even if these celebrities, they put their life there, that's their life. That's how they've chosen to live their life. Yes, you have an opinion about it. But before you put down your opinion, ask yourself, how much do I respect myself? These comments that I'm going to write down, how is it going to make me a better person? Is it going to earn me some money? Yeah, money is very important. And don't say that money is not. Money is very, very important. Even now, I'm preparing to go get money. So money is very important. Yeah, ask yourself those questions, because many people don't realize how you treat yourself is the way we will see you. You will never hide from us. And how you treat yourself is the way you comment about other people's life. Yeah, you are the master. At that time, you're seated in a corner, and this person is talking to you, and they're in a big, massive mansion, but you are in a corner. But the way you are commenting about this person with so much hate, yeah, you will even, oh, how did you escape you? You will even wonder, why am I commenting like that? You're commenting like that because you don't love yourself. You don't have any self-love. Yeah, I know you're wondering, what was she doing? I was cutting the wings and removing these ones. Yeah, that's what I was doing here on the corner. So don't think I was just slaughtering somebody on the corner and then bringing them in the front. Yeah, so anyway, if you mastered self-love, you will humble yourself before you go out there and start commenting about people's life. You will know how to restrain yourself. Not only in the comments, in life in general. You know, we have those people who are just there to trigger us. There are people who are there to make us feel low. There are people who are there to point a finger at us. There are people who are there to always have a reason that we are not good enough. But you have to remember that person, that's their perception of you. Somebody's perception of you should not be your reality. But we are in this world where self-image is a big thing to an extent that when somebody just says like, now, Scotch, look how dark you are. Oh, I'll go and look for something and bleach myself so that I can be light, because somebody somewhere is offended with my darkness. But that person, that's okay with me. I like it the way I'm dark. That's why you need to turn on the light to see me, because I'm beautiful to an extent that you need some brightness to come and see me. So it's okay for me to be this dark. But now you see, this is my perception of me, because I've loved myself so much to an extent that anybody's comment cannot hurt me. Yeah, because I already given myself that love that I need, and I know where I am in life. So you will never dim my light, because I'm the only one who has the on and switch button, on and off button. Yeah, so no matter what somebody says or they perceive about me, it doesn't hurt me as much. But it took work for me to get here. So I know, hi Tyler, I know it's not an easy thing, but it is something that you can work on. Yeah, before you get this circle of friends that I'm talking about, you need to first work on yourself. You need to work on yourself so that you can know yourself. You know what makes you angry. Ask yourself, is there another option rather than me getting angry? Because you will get angry, then you will do something that you're going to regret for the rest of your life. So what can you do to replace that anger? Most of us get angry at what people are saying because we do not listen. Because if you listen properly to what somebody is saying, that person is making you angry, their words are making you angry because the way you've received those words. Yeah, you can reduce anger by the way you choose to receive somebody's opinion about you. Yeah, you've told me I'm dark. Yeah, I heard you said I'm dark, but now I perceive it that to you I don't look beautiful the way I am going to take measures that I'm going to regret for the rest of my life. Okay, I'm going to bleach myself because you say that I'm too dark. I've bleached myself. Bleaching is something that you need to keep up with. Yeah, so I'm going to keep on spending money on myself because I want to maintain this skin tone that not only me I like, the other person is the one who likes it more than me. So now I've put myself in a difficult financial state because I am trying to piss you off. Because you're saying I'm dark, I'm going to do better. Yeah? But if I control that by telling you thank you, it doesn't mean that I am accepting that I am just dark and that's it. No. I'm accepting that your stupidity, 1. 2, I'm accepting that my beauty, it might offend you, but it's not offending me. I'm accepting that I'm going to come out of this argument because there's no time for me to argue with you. I can do better things by maybe concentrating on the positive comments that are going to come here. Because I know these positive comments are going to motivate me. They're going to make me become a better person than the way I was yesterday. So anger can not be an option. Yeah? So you can reduce your anger by only concentrating on the positive things. Listen a little bit. Because sometimes if you take your time and listen, you will realize this person who's making you angry, not hungry, angry, this person is just perceiving what they are going through. That person is feeling so bad because they are seeing you're relaxed, you're enjoying life to the maximum. So they are pissed off with you, and that's why they want to pull you down to their level. Don't let them. There's no need for you to get angry. Yeah, there's no need for you to get angry because that anger is worthless. Because think of it. Okay, I'm angry now. I go around and break all my cups and plates because I'm really angry. Okay, tomorrow I wake up. I've made a cup of tea. I need to drink tea. Remember yesterday I was angry. I broke all the cups and plates. Every glass thing that I have, I've broken it because I was really angry. Yeah? So now comes the next day. I've woken up. It's another day, isn't it? I want to make a cup of tea. I don't have any cups. Why don't I have cups? Because I was so angry yesterday, I ended up breaking everything. So now my anger is costing me. It's cost me. Now I have to go and find a way. Maybe I'm also broke on top of that. Now I have to go and find a way to buy more cups and spoons because I have to deal with the consequences that my anger has brought. So my sweetheart, you need to learn to control your anger as well when you're building yourself. So that when it comes to building these people around your circle, it can be such an easy thing. So you know already about yourself, you build up yourself. So now we are going to make sure we avoid negative people. We love them from afar. Envious people, we get rid of them. Our enemies, we make sure they are much closer so that we can monitor them. You need your enemies closer to monitor them. Don't need them closer so that you can love them. We'll never love our enemies. Why are you loving your enemy? That's somebody who doesn't have the best interest for you. So there's no time of loving them. Look how easy that was, yeah? So we are talking and also we are doing this. Look how that is. Looks amazing, right? So put that on the side. So now we're going to do the dinner one. So we've done the cooking one. So now we're going to do the dinner one, because I told you guys what I'm having for dinner today. I'm having chicken. I'll put this here so I can use this at the same time when I'm seasoning my dinner. So what am I having today? I'm having some chicken, I'm having some mashed, and I'm having vegetable. I'll steam some vegetable. You can steam vegetable, you can boil them. So what we are learning today is 1, self-love, 2, self-control, 3, how we build our circle of friends, so the people who are around us, 4, how we are going to avoid to be angry. So this is also another thing. There are those people those ones who like making us angry. They are the ones who are going to say, what am I doing? I'm just cutting slots like this so that these can actually roast really, really well. Apart from that, the spice can go inside really nicely. Yeah, so I'm just putting insertion. Oh, I almost cut that completely. I don't want to cut it completely. I just want to make insertion so that the spices can go inside there nicely. I tend to do this as well if I am, apart from just roasting it, if I didn't season it way earlier in advance. So anyway, let's continue here. We were talking about anger. Yeah, so there are those people who just are there to make us angry. And this is what happens. I need you now to start observing these people, because we know these people who are in our life. I almost cut myself. We know these people who are in our life. They will say something really annoying to you, and they will stand back and watch you how you react to it. So now I want to teach you something. You need to do this. Start today. That person has come and told you something really bad. They know how to trigger you. They know your trigger button. Yeah, but we want to learn to control our trigger button. So this person has said something that we know is going to be really hurtful, and it's very hurtful. Don't react. Don't answer them. Don't even look at them. Just keep quiet. Silence. Yeah, it's the most difficult thing in this world. Silence. It's not an easy thing. Yeah? Don't say anything. Just zip it. Give it 5 seconds. Do you know what is going to happen after that 5 seconds? That person will try again. Give them more silence. They're now getting really annoyed with you. Why are you not responding? You're always really gobby. You always have something to say. When I say something, you have something. You say this, you say that, because you've actually cut off the fuel supply for this person. The fuel supply for somebody who wants to annoy you or somebody who wants to hurt you is when you give them the reaction they're expecting. They are saying something hurtful to you, especially, those people who like abusing people physically. They will say something bad, you'll answer back, they'll slap you. Because you've annoyed me, that's why I've slapped you. Yeah? You gave them a reason. According to them, that is a reason for them to retaliate. So slapping you is they've slapped you because you annoyed them. Why did you say that? Because they are only struggling with their own self-esteem. So they want to find a reason to accept themselves the way they are. Many of them never accept themselves. So we are going to zip it. Yeah, that is option 1. They're going to come and say something bad. We are not going to respond. We're going to keep quiet. They're going to say again something, because give them 5 seconds. They can't believe, why are you not reacting? You always react. Don't say anything. Don't even look at them. Yeah? They will try again. They know that those people are always determined, because their mission and ambition is to make you feel low. Their mission and ambition is to make you feel worthless. Their mission and ambition is to make you feel you don't belong. But you only give them that power when you scoop as low as them. So option 1, don't say anything. Let them talk to themselves. Yeah? Sometimes some of those people will say you're very rude. Yeah, I'm talking to you and you're not answering. But that response is worthless. It's not on your level. That's why you're not saying anything. You're going to keep quiet and you're just going to let them talk. When they finish talking to themselves, they're going to leave. Many a times, these people, they leave for the first time. But they're going to try again. When they come back and try again, this is option 2. The most difficult option. You're going to walk away. Yes. Get up and walk away. Come out of that space where you are in. That place where is crowded with negativity. Walk out. Sometimes some people will say, oh, but I can't leave my house. I have go to the toilet. Go to the toilet and stay in that toilet for they will never follow you in the toilet. Yeah? Because they are waiting outside the toilet for you to finish so that they can continue where they are. They want a reaction. You're not giving them a reaction. So we're going to learn to walk away. Keeping quiet sometimes is difficult for many of us. Yeah. We want to really say what we have in our mind, but we're not going to say it. Yeah. We're going to keep quiet. And the second part, we're going to walk away. I know you're thinking, it's really difficult for me to keep quiet. Now, this is another method that you can use so that you can get to that state where you're not responding. When they say something hurtful, you know what triggers you. Yeah, you already know what triggers you. And you know these people, they always hit that same place. The same place until it starts bleeding. Bleeding is you getting annoyed. And then they are happy now because they've achieved what they've come for. This is another thing for you to get to that state where you are not responding to these people. When they say something annoying, I want you to count backwards. This is not easy. I want you to count backwards from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not as fast as the way I've done it. I want you to count it in pulse. Like 10, 9, 8. Like a calm heartbeat. That counting sounds really silly, but it's the best thing because I've practiced it as well. Yeah? Internalize. It's difficult to internalize a lot of things, but when you practice the art of counting backwards, what you're doing when you're counting backwards, you are resetting your brain not to react for what is happening at that time. That's why you count in this motion. You hear that? That is like your heartbeat. You're counting backward just slowly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. By the time you get to 1, yeah, and then 0, this person is always going to be really double pissed off because you've not given them that opportunity. The reaction they were expecting is not there. Some of these people get confused because they did not expect you not to respond. So you know they came with their agenda and their plan. They know you will say this, they will say that. You will say this, they will say that. Now you've not said anything. Most of these people get confused because they don't know what to say. They didn't expect you not to say anything. Their mission was for you to react. You didn't react. Yeah? Option 2, you're walking away. So I've taught you what to do to get to your silent mode. And if you have to say something, yeah, you know you're looking at me and thinking, Scotch, I'm just kind of people that I can't just keep quiet. Yeah? You have to practice, my lovely. I know it's difficult. I know sometimes you're saying, but I'm defending yourself. I know you're defending yourself, but I'm going to teach you how to defend yourself in another way. You don't have to throw fire on top of fire. Sometimes when the fire comes, you move a bit, you dodge it, let the fire pass, let it burn what's behind you. It doesn't have to be you throwing back another fire and then all of you are burnt. So it's not helping. So you need to learn how to do basic things so that you get to a state where you're emotionally intelligent. Being emotionally intelligent involves you holding back. It means you holding yourself so that your life can become better. Your life, because you have a purpose in this world. And your purpose is not to be miserable. Your purpose is to be happy. So, it's okay to dodge the bullet. At the end of the day, not all of us are meant to be heroes. Some of us are just spectators. It's okay to be a spectator. You don't have to be a hero every time, yeah? That's why we're going to learn the art of silence, the art of walking away, and the art of breathing and counting backwards. You can do it. I managed to do it. And I'm Mrs. Gobe, yeah? But I managed to do it. And actually, I've managed to do it so much these days to an extent that even if I get to a surround, I can spot negativity from Timbuktu. So if I see somebody who's negative, I these days walk away. I come out of that place. Even if, let's say, I've gone to a party, and the moment I get in that party, my instincts, I just feel there's so much negativity in here. And by the way, when you start learning your own emotions, you're going to realize very small things. You're going to realize when people don't have the best interest. You're going to realize that you do not belong somewhere. So personally, even if you invite me for a party and I feel the vibe in that party is not good, sweetheart, I'm leaving. Let me go in my house and sit and just have a drink while watching telly, where my house is not going to talk back at me. My house is not going to feel me, tell me and make me feel depressed. My house is not going to have any negativity, because that's my peace corner. That's my peace area. You can be able to do it. And you can be able to avoid these people. Now, some of these people I've just mentioned who are always trying to make you angry. Please be careful. Those people they don't belong in your circle, because you are a better person and you want to better yourself in life in general. And it's something you can do. It's not an easy thing, but it's something you can work on. It is something you can practice each and every day and better your own life. This world is so miserable already. We cannot afford to have more miserable people. We cannot afford to join in on the negativity. There's already so much negative going around. So we can actually avoid that negativity. We can actually be able to live in a way where we are happier. Yeah? That's why I say sometimes it's better for you to have 5 people in your life rather than having 100. Because you can have 100 people in your life and you're the most lonely person in this world. But you can have 5 people in this world who are there to support and love you. So my sweetheart, that is just a brief talk. Was it really brief? About your circle of friends. So know who you surround yourself with. Yeah? Know who needs or should be in your circle. Because again, not everybody who wants to be in that circle, they are meant to be there. This is also another thing. You know, when you start looking in your circle and building yourself up, there are so many people that will come in your life and they will go. There are so many people who will stop talking to you because you've made changes in your life. They will not like those changes. But ask yourself, these changes, are you making for those people or are you making those changes for yourself? Before you start running and asking those people, why aren't you talking to me these days? It's been a week since I heard from you. What happened? Before you start running to these people who are not meant to be in your life and that's why they've left, ask yourself that question. Yeah? Ask yourself that question. Do you need these people in your life? What do they bring in your life? If it's nothing, then they don't belong to your life. Just let them go. They stop talking to you. It's okay. Why are we fighting them? It's okay. If an adult, because I believe most of your friends are human beings who've actually grown and they understand themselves. Yeah? These people who understand themselves and they know themselves very well. If they're those ones in your life, don't be scared to just encourage them with their silence. Don't be scared to encourage them to move away from your life. As I said, not everybody is meant to be in your life at this time. And you will realize these kind of people are those ones I told you about. They're envious of you. Because ask yourself this question. Somebody who loves you, somebody who wants you to build your life, somebody who's always there for you. When you do something wrong to them, will they talk to you or will they keep quiet? Ask yourself that question. Somebody who wants the best for you. When you do something bad, when you offend them, will they tell you you've offended them? Or will they keep quiet with you? If you find an answer, you know the reason why you can't be bothered with these people anymore. If you find the answer, you'll know the reason why. It doesn't matter how this person feels about you, they don't belong in your life anymore. Yeah? So it is okay for them to live your life. it is okay for them to continue being quiet, because somebody who loves you, somebody who wants the best for you, they will never keep quiet if you've offended them. They will never be silent with you if you've done to them something that they're not happy with. Somebody who loves you will want the better for you, they will want you to be a better person. So if you've offended them, they will approach you and tell you, Scotch, whatever you said, I didn't like it. I don't like the way you spoke to me the other day. Can you please watch your speech? Can you please talk to me like you really like me, or I really matter in your life? That is somebody who likes you. Because only the people who likes us or love us most will correct us, and they will not be offended. And you, when you're being corrected with somebody who loves you, please calm yourself down. Ask yourself, why is this person not happy with what I'm saying? Why is this person always correcting me? Before you jump into conclusion, look within yourself. Find out, why is this person so much deeply involved in correcting you? Are they correcting you? Are they criticizing you for the sake of it? Are they saying all these things because they don't want the best for you? Or they love you so much and they want you to become a better version of you? So those are some of the questions you need to ask you, because sometimes not everybody who's criticizing us really don't like us. Sometimes people criticize us because they want us to be a better version of ourselves. So you just need to humble yourself, be good, and accept the criticism. You don't have to follow it 100%. If you feel it's not worth it, if you feel that criticism came at the wrong time, you have a right to put a stop to it. You have a right to say, okay, I like you, I love you so much, but whatever you're saying, not to me. You have a right to do that. But all in all, what I'm trying to say is, you need to find you first before you go out there and start finding people to be in your circle. If you never found yourself, you will end up with people in your circle that don't belong there. You'll end up with people in your circle that are hateful. You'll end up with people in your circle that are not doing anything worthy. You'll end up with people in your circle that are just hateful. When everybody sees you, they will even give you nicknames. Those are the head corner people. Those people are going to avoid you. Ask yourself, why are your friends avoiding you these days? Why are they avoiding you? Most likely they're avoiding you because they cannot take in how hateful you've turned out to be. Okay, our dinner is going in here. The air fryer. We got an air fryer. No, not we. Scotch Kitchen got an air fryer. So I've seasoned my chicken, and yeah, I know I can be able to use those beautiful silicone gadget things that I see they're being advertised everywhere. I am not using those ones. I am dipping them directly inside here. Okay, now Scotch with my chest. I've dipped, but I don't think, okay, you know something, I'm just going to put them on top of each other because I've done 4 and I think I can manage to put the rest on top. Yeah, I put the rest on top like that, and I am just going to chuck it in the air fryer and press the chicken thing and then just let it cook, because it's a bit too early. I'm going to leave it there for a few more minutes before I start cooking, because it's Friday and the boys don't eat that early because it's 5 o'clock. If I have 2 humongous people in my house. If I prepare this food now and it gets ready by 6, these people are going to be eating again at 8. So we are going to leave it out a little bit so I can finish all the other things that I'm doing, and then that is when I can start cooking. But for now, this is going to go in the oven. I think it's about 190 degrees, not in the oven, the air fry. It tells me normally 190 degrees, and then it tells me about 23 or 25 minutes to cook this. Because I like my chicken crunchy, I do it again. Yeah, so I do it about 40 minutes rather than that short time. We are having that with some mashed potatoes. I'm actually boiling the mashed potatoes now. I'll do all that now and finish up with it. Yeah, so guys, I hope whatever I said today resonates with you. I hope you've actually picked something that you can use in your own life. I hope you find it within yourself and choose the right people for you. and build your life, because you have to realize this. All of us who are just looking at you, we are spectators. It's up to you how you want to live your life. It's up to you how you want to grow. We can be there to support you as much as we can, but we cannot be there to carry you and put you in your life and force your life to go the way you want it. You have to decide that. You have the key to your own life. You make that decision. You decide how you want to be a better person, how you want people around you to also be better people. Because remember, don't involve yourself with people who are going to make you look like a loser. Nobody in this world wants to look like a loser. So I'm going to leave you with this one thing. By the way, I know those people who are used to just seeing us cooking. We normally do like a talk every morning, because that's normally when I have a bit of time. I always do it on Facebook, and I also do it on TikTok. But I do it on Facebook on my personal page rather doing it on Scotch Kitchen. That page on Facebook is called Scotch, so you can follow it there. But I moved the talks back to YouTube as well, because I have a YouTube page as well. So if you miss out, you can always watch the stuff on YouTube. That said, I think that's enough for today. I hope we're going to see more of each other again. So I've seasoned the food. As you've seen, I've seasoned it. So we have the drumsticks, we have wings, and we have the chicken stew. So I'm going to pack them. I have to go because now the next part is really a lot of movement and I have to walk a lot up and down. I think I'm going to get that camera that does this. Everywhere you go, it follows you. But not today. So I have to pack it. So when after you finish seasoning, you get your bags, your freezer bags or your clear bags. You pack your chicken and then you put it in I normally put it at the lower shelf of the fridge. You know where you have your drawer? The drawer is the bottom one and then you have the next level. So I normally put it on the next level. And when I'm ready to cook, at least 30 minutes before I cook, I remove it out of the fridge and leave it out for the room temperature. And then that's when I start cooking it. Room temperature is about 18 degrees. Yes, about 18 degrees, that's room temperature. Because in the fridge is between 5 to 7 degrees. But I think you can be lower than that, 5 to 3. But 7 basically to below. That's mostly the temperature of the fridge. I say 7 because most fridge you keep on opening and closing. 5 is supposed to be ideal. But because you keep on opening and closing the fridge, the temperature goes a little bit higher to about 7. 7 is the max. If your fridge goes above 7, that means your food is going to go bad really quickly. So you have to be very careful about it. So after I've seasoned this, you can actually do this at home. You put them together and then you can actually freeze the food. So when you're ready to cook, it's going to be nice and easy. It's going to be nice and easy for you. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Somehow on TikTok, you have to do puzzles. You have to do pictures. Man, these people. So I was just doing a puzzle there. That's why I was telling you guys to wait a second. So anyway, you can pack it, portion it enough for you to be able to cook. Yeah, and then you can put it away. You can put it away on your freezer. Then when you're ready to cook, you can remove it. Like let's say you were cooking it at night. In the morning, you remove it out of your freezer. Put it in your fridge. Don't put it outside. And don't put it in water, because the moment you put it in water, the water is going to be absorbed inside that food and it's going to be really runny. You're going to wash off the seasoning. So listen to this instruction. We've seasoned today. Packed it and put it in the freezer. Yeah, we're going to cook it Monday, let's say. Monday morning, you remove the food out of the freezer. The freezer is the one that makes things frozen like a stone. You remove it, you put it in your fridge. You know the lower shelf of your fridge? You have the lower one with the drawer, then you have that next one. That is where you put it. Make sure you have a container or something. Don't put it directly. Make sure you have something. You put it inside something. Go on your business. In the evening when you come back, that food will have defrosted. Yeah? So it has defrosted naturally. Maybe you come back and it's still as stone as the way you left it. Get some vinegar, 90% vinegar, 10% water. Pour the vinegar on that bag, or the freezer bag, and it will just melt the food. Vinegar helps with defrostation. Yeah? Please don't put it in the microwave. Please don't put it in the oven when it's still frozen. Yeah, we want to defrost it the right way. Then after it's defrosted, yes, get rid of your vinegar and that 10% of water. Let it out for another 30 minutes. That means you've left it outside, room temperature. Yeah? Then that is when you start cooking. That is going to help. That's the right temperature process of food. Yeah, of your chicken, for you to be able to cook the chicken. So that you don't want to put it there when it's still frozen. And then you time it. At the time you didn't preheat your oven, you've just put it when it's frozen. After the 30 minutes, the chicken is just looking at you like this, still frozen. And you're wondering, you start blaming yourself. I don't know how to cook, sweetheart. You just didn't follow the right instructions. So remember, freezer, fridge the whole day. At night, remove it. If it's still frozen, 90% vinegar, 10% water. So 90% vinegar, maybe let's say there's 1 cup of vinegar and then like this amount. So that's almost 10% or like lower than that of water. So you have more vinegar than water, yeah? Put that, it helps with defrostation. Leave the food outside for another 30 minutes. That's when you start cooking. Leaving it for 30 minutes is letting it go down to the room temperature, yeah? Then you start cooking it. Don't forget to preheat your oven before you start cooking it. Otherwise, you know how to cook. You just need a little bit of patience. Guys, I think I have to love you and leave you because I have other things to do. Tomorrow, Scotch Kitchen is going to be in Middlefields, More Juice Market, Farmers Market. It's a morning event, so it starts at 9 to 1. So you better get there. So if you just put Middlefields More Juice, you're going to get the full, it's in Hinckley, it's an LE address. So if you put that, you should be able to get the full address. I hope I'm going to see you there. But for now, I love you so much, but you know something, God loves you more. Thank you so much for coming to support us today. Thank you for watching. Don't worry, next time we're going to be cooking and you can be able to see all the food we prepared and cooked. Then we're going to taste it. Not today though. Today we have other things to do. Yeah? Thank you guys so much and God bless you. Bye-bye! Who's going fast? Today both of you can go at the same time. Close, you're in a place where I can turn you off.